How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Universal Veteran here again with another video, and we are going to work on the last Plague Marine that I have been working on. I've already done 6 out of the 7, and today we are going to finish the last one and go forward with it. Actually, let me kind of explain what I'm going to do. So I have been doing the same kind of scheme um, and sticking to the same type of painting strategy that I've been doing. And because of that, I'm going to be starting off with, I've already based the Death Guard with the green. I've already done the green. I'm going to move on to the copper with the leg guards, the shoulders, whatnot, everything that needs the copper on it. I'm going to move the silver to get the weapon, the backpack, and everything else, especially the sword right here. Then the red will be for the cowl. The Mephiston red, or the Wordbearer's red, will be used for the shading in the red of the cowl. Then the brown will be for like the arms and um, other spots for like the weapon and maybe like the faceplate and whatnot. And then the wraith bone I'm going to use for the bony protrusions. And then I also have all the technical, the contrast, the Agrit's Earthshade, the Tesseract Glow, the Lupus Pink, and whatnot. But like I said, I'm pretty confident. I know what I'm doing, and I'm going to try and make this one the best out of all of them. Oops. By painting this guy in the most detailed fashion that I can. Make sure it's set up properly. I got to get it moved over back a little bit. But yeah, we're going to work on that. I also got this new brush. It's a Kolinsky Sable brush. I actually spent over a week waiting to get this in the mail from Europe. I've heard nothing but great reviews with this brush, and I'm hoping to actually test it out and see how well it works. I've seen some of the best, just some of the best painting that have been done on Instagram using this specific brush, and because of that, I went ahead and bought it. Then again, when I made the order, I thought I was buying like the entire pack of it, not realizing I was only buying one. But there you go. It is what it is. So without further ado, we're going to get this show going, and get the painting, guys. This is, like I said, the last Death Guard, the last Plague Marine. Oops, let me get my light on. And hopefully everything turns out pretty well tonight. With a brush like this, I feel like the thing to take note of is the control with it. It's definitely one of those, just from my short experience so far with it, it's definitely a very, what's the word, um, a brush you need to take care of, you know. If you want the best out of it and for it to last a long time, I feel like taking care of this brush, like all brushes, I guess, um, it works best when you do it correctly and you use it correctly. Don't know where I was going with that, but there you go. But so far so good. I'm just not a big fan of how big these bristles are and how long it is. I still prefer shorter brushes, maybe like a 1, a 0. This is a 2, but it's so far so good. Oops. I also need to find a better camera to capture the details of this, because right now this camera isn't really the best when it comes to showing detail. Like zooming in and whatnot. I actually hung up with my girlfriend early because I wanted to paint. Um, kind of feel like a dick doing that, but it is what it is. I'm sure she'll understand. But like I said, so far so good. Definitely, definitely with these longer bristles, it's a lot harder to control. I feel like this would be a perfect brush um, for bigger models. This one, the reason why I saved this guy for last, he has the most detail out of any other Plague Marine that I've done, that I've found. Um, and while I don't necessarily enjoy doing all this extra detail, um, it is a challenge for me, and it is something that pushes my abilities to paint correctly and paint with more precision than I normally would. So in that aspect, I wanted to save this one for last, just for that sole purpose, to be able to sit here and get some more experience with the close-up action of painting all these extra protrusions and gears and whatnot. You know, it's funny too because I've been doing this now for probably 3 weeks and I'm still not burnt out of it. I hope to never get burnt out on this. I hope to be able to do at least an hour or so's worth of live streams per day going forward in the future. Um, but I know that's unrealistic, and at some point in time, I'm going to get burnt out of this hobby, whether that's at my 50th model or my 100th. I know it's going to happen at some point, and um, I need to find methods to delay that eventuality, you know, um, different things to keep me interested, to keep me moving forward, to keep me improving my um, um, skills. And that's why I'm switching back and forth between like the Custodes and the Death Guard and whatnot. I'm not just solely focusing on one for 50 models. Damn it, I can't even fucking... Yeah, this brush is definitely not... These bristles are too long for this like super detailed stuff that I need to do. I can't get inside some of these creaks and cracks because of it. I guess this brush would work really well for like shading, but besides that, I don't know. I'm still going to use it. Let's see. I'm definitely going to have to come back over with the Death Guard green and cover some of this just because there's a few spots already that I've kind of messed up on. Not intentionally, but it's already happened. Alright, like these little protrusions right here, it's kind of a, I'm trying to go around them because they're like poxes and boils and whatnot, but it's quite difficult to do that when it's so embedded into like the armor itself. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, definitely have to go back over that with a smaller brush, that is. Let me try some like edge highlighting. Yeah, definitely not the easiest. I don't know. I'm not so confident anymore that I'm really enjoying this brush. I don't know if it was worth the 12 fucking dollars that I spent on it. I think it just comes down to each individual person's preference, you know? And I found this specific brush off of a YouTube video that I watched. Somebody recommended it, and I decided, you know what the hell, I would get it. So I'm gonna come back to this brush, but for now I'm going to put him away and move back towards the brushes that this brush that I like specifically. It's nice and small. It's one of the Citadel starter brushes. It's cheap, but it's reliable. So it does what it needs to do. Hmm. These cracks are still hard. Trying not to actually hit anything is the difficult part. But yeah, I'm for sure enjoying this one a lot more. All right. So this basically what I've done the last six, I mean, I'm gonna just follow along and do the same thing with this. After the bronze, I'm going to move on to the silvers. Um, After the silvers will be the red for the cowl, and then the brown, white, and black, and then I'm going to do the Agrit's Earthshade. So this one shouldn't actually take too long to do. Then again, I'm going to spend a little bit extra time, like I said a few minutes ago. I'm working on it, getting it look nice and good. I just need to find other spots that need this bronze on it. Hmm. Let's see. What do we want to make on this armor? Anything else bronze? This guy has a lot of like maggots and just grossness. Let's see. We'll do the bottom of this. Do that. This is more like, hmm, uh, mm, yeah, we could do like the weapon. Get the weapon looking all um, decayed looking, you know. Or not the weapon itself, this is the sheath. Alright. Um, I can do these edge highlights, I guess. There we go. I think um, let's do this one thing on the weapon. Do this like battery pack thing. There we go. I think that's it for now. Um, yeah, we'll call that good for now, and we'll move on to the silvers. I'm using lead belcher for the silver. Um, Equal parts water um, mixed into the silver. I think I'm going to use a lot of this towards the weapon for the most part. This side. All right. We'll do. Um, I got these chains down here we need to work on. I got to get behind the armor or the cowl itself. I can't tell if a lot of these are like actual like worms or what the hell they are. But we're just going to assume that they are and just paint accordingly. I'm pretty confident that these are cables and not some kind of demonic shit. So we're just going to go with that assumption. Same thing with this weapons guard or the handle of the sword. That's like literally fucking in his back. The back of his knees. Um, Back of his head. Let's see. I guess these cables right here can be silver as well. Yeah, this guy's definitely going to be a lot more gross than the others that I've done. And then the handle inside this guy's mouth. I really can't fucking see it. And then the chain for that. I think that's good for the silver. I can't see anywhere else where it would need to be. So we're going to call that good. And move on to the black. black, we're going to put on the rest of the weapon. Trying desperately not to get it on anything else. Maybe I should have just done the black first. Probably. Then again, I am going one color at a time, so it was only, I think, logical to just do everything in order instead of just jumping around between color after color after color, you know? I just gotta be careful is all. Definitely not gonna be a very thick black. Alright. Yeah, that's definitely a lot harder than before. This weapon is more fucking like bones and just pus than anything else. So it literally does not need to be perfect. I think I'm telling myself that more than anybody else because I'm going over this fucker thing more than I would normally. Alright. Not the greatest paint job in the world, but it's coming along. I didn't see back here. Damn it. Alright. Sorry, not very talkative. Trying to focus. Trying to get this to like halfway decent. Okay, that's not bad. I really don't need much black anywhere, to be honest. Um, Besides like this tank right here. There's just so many goddamn pustules and whatnot on this. It's making it difficult to get into like all these cracks. Alright. I think that's quite everything for the black. Mm, there we go. Ugh, nope. Oh, Jesus. Mm. Alright. So, um, we're going to move on to the white now and do all the bones and skull and teeth and horns and whatever else we can find. Yeah. Hmm. Let's switch brushes. Try out one of these new ones. I know it's not really ideal for size-wise, but I prefer these small-ass brushes, especially with the Death Guard. That be two. Now, where's the other ones? We're gonna find all these damn protrusions. That's one. That's one. Let's see. Any others? Any other horns? I don't know if this is a tongue. Nope, that's not a tongue. That is a spine. That's for sure the spine of a plague marine. Where else? I think this is the skull of a psyker or a navigator. Either or. Because it definitely looks like that. Alright, now time for the intricate part. The teeth. Do one tooth at a time. Especially these ones I can't really see. I'm getting the sides of each side of the teeth right now. Oops. I didn't mean to be hitting my mic. Alright. Time to do the other side. Ugh. apologize for not talking. I'm trying to not fuck this up. Alright. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not, but whew. Trying to make sure that there's no other like protrusions or whatnot. Any more bony shit with these skulls. There we go. Oh wait, yeah, the barrel. Duh. I imagine this is like almost like a tree, or bone weapon, bone something. Because it reminds me of that. Alright, let's get a little bit. Alright. Pretty good. Oh. Ha! I knew there was going to be something. There is for sure a mouth. Right here. Oh. Good to see you again. How's it going, STR? Yeah, I'm just working on the final one out of my army, or well, the box. Hopefully, by the end of the night, I can show everyone every single one that I've done. I don't think there's any more bony protrusions anywhere. Nope. No cat. All right, time to work on the cape. The cowl, you want to call it. No. It's a great feeling to finish spawning even to. Yeah, I know it's great. Um, I think my goal in the future for the Death Guard is I want to collect every type of like hero unit and whatnot. Because I have a lot of extra bits from this box, and it's like they give you like 3 different options when it comes to like building these guys and the variants that you can do, and it's unfortunate that I wasn't able to do the other ones. So maybe in the future at some point I will get another box and like build the other variants that they offer. But for now I'm pretty death guarded out. I gotta move on to different colors. Especially those damn poxwalkers. I still have three of them to do, and ugh, I have no interest in doing them at all. I probably will never do a fucking poxwalker for the rest of my life. I just can't. I don't like them at all. They're just too small and they're too detailed. I feel like I can never get them right, no matter how hard I try. I got the old Christmas I guess we all have our piles of shame, right? Um, I'm slowly getting there. It seems like I didn't want to, but I'm going to make some dent on the standard cultist. I'll have to look into it. I didn't even know that there was regular cultists. Um, After I get done with this live stream, I'll look it up on my phone and see what they look like. I know that when I was on GW's website earlier, they have like the Blood Bowl guys, and those looked interesting to paint. I am for sure interested in painting like the Nurgle demons and whatnot, um, like Rotigus and the Great Unclean One, the Rot Flies, the few vehicles and whatnot. I want to do those, and I might actually do that before I move on to Death Guard again. Um, but yeah. Oh Jesus, Warlord Titan. Good luck with that. I can imagine that's pretty intense. Yeah, I can only imagine how difficult that is. I'm trying to get the inside of this cowl, but it's proving to be pretty difficult. Oh well. Um, this guy really doesn't need much red. To be honest, I think it's just the cowl that I need to do. I've done a Reaver as well, and that took me a year, but I think it came out pretty good, and it was honestly a lot of fun. Yeah, I can imagine it's a lot of fun. I feel like it would be a lot of like intimidation, especially when you first get it and you open it up and you're just like you see all that plastic and it's just like ah. That's like the type of thing I would like to do in the future at one point. But I would be always afraid that my skills weren't up to par to complete or do a project like that justice. I feel like I would end up like having to go over it again and or just take all the paint off and restart multiple times in order to actually finish it. Um, but who knows? I don't have any plans of doing that. I know Mortarion is and the Great Unclean One or Rotigus. Those are the three that I want to do at some point, but I'm not sure when. I first got to get them, but that's a good one. Did you see the Lord of Poxes? I think. Let me look at my phone real quick. LVO. Um, LVO mini. Oh. Oh yeah, the 2025, the one that I didn't actually see that one. Huh. Interesting. That that the sword rusted on his back looks great, especially since I had that dirty down coming in the mail. Still, it hasn't gotten here. It's coming from Australia. Um, that is, yeah, definitely something I would like to paint. Um, the Emperor's Children ones look great too, but um, I know nothing about that paint scheme to want to attempt it. All right, let's do Mephiston red. It's going to be a joy to use the DD on it. Also, Gross Emperor's Children. Yeah. um, I have never played the actual game itself, so like when it comes to like building these, I'm not doing it for the tabletop. I'm just kind of putting on what looks cool. Um, so I'm assuming that's what you mean. Um, the DDR. I don't know what that. I'm just. I don't know what you mean by that. DDR. Is that a? Are you talking about a weapon variant or what? If that's what you're referring to. Oh, the dirty down. Okay, yeah, yeah. I think it will look great with it. I'm also going to come back to these as well and do the dirty down on them. I'm going to try them at least on one and see how it comes out. But for sure, I want to attempt um, the dirty down and see what it comes out to looking like, especially like on the weapons and whatnot. Okay, so let's move on to the brown. Do a brown gauntlet. I just don't like how long it's taking to actually get to for me to get it. It's in Los Angeles right now, waiting to depart. But with all the wildfires and everything, hopefully that doesn't delay it at all. It just got there from the international airport um, 2 days ago, so hopefully I don't end up in a situation where it's now an extra week. I forgot to show you this. But I watched a video about a guy saying that, oh, you need to get this little machine so you can put your paints on them and it could shake the hell out of them. So my girlfriend got me this thing about a month ago, and she was like, when I was telling her about that, she was like, well, why don't you just use this instead? Why waste $20 extra when you can just use this? And this thing is a back massager. So it does the same shit with with fucking shaking the bottles. So I've just been sitting here holding these fucking bottles, shaking the hell out of it. So, I mean, it's worked. It's done its job, especially like with this Tesseract glow. You can really see like the difference in the color. But when I give it a little vibration, it actually comes out consistent in its color. So, in that aspect, I don't actually have to spend $20 extra on it. Um, so that's what I did when I first started. I used this damn thing for 20 minutes, shaking every bottle of paint that I have. But yeah, good idea on her part, I guess. Saves me from wasting money. but I did go ahead and get, I got this, the Harbinger of Pest or Virulence. I got this guy, and then I also got a Custodes, I think it's the Champion, or what it is. I already got him primed and um, whatnot, but I'm gonna um, start working on those soon. Um, I have these two, and I have the Poxwalkers. I have three of those to go, and then I have all of these like miniature D&D characters that I need to use and get using. So for the rest of the week, I'm probably going to do that and just work on the D&D characters, um, just to give myself a little break, and then just kind of test my skills on other things that aren't, 40k miniatures and whatnot. But I don't think I need brown for any. Well, yeah, I'll do brown for this, just because it's here. Yeah, I got a lot of cool things coming on, and on top of that, I also I don't know if you've ever heard of the website. Let me tell you real quick. It's called Epic Basing. So I found it on Facebook, and I placed an order for what did I order? They're different, like different things for like the base for the basing of these models. So like I got 30 chaos crystals. They're like different shaped crystals. I also got candles. The candles are like ones, twos, and threes, and you got candle stands as well. And then you got like these blocky crystals that you can place. They're different sized. They have 30 of them. And then I also have these like oozing mushrooms. And my thought behind it is some of these guys, I'm going to put these like mushrooms on there, and I'm going to paint them up to kind of match the theme. And I also have another order that I did today. It's for what the hell is it? Where are they at? Oh, it's Gamer Grass. So it's another website that sells like custom grass for your base. And I got like moss, some swamp, alien purple, dark moss, and then tiny dark moss. And it's actually relatively, you get like a whole big just packet of it for like $6. Um, so I'm going to use a variety and combination of all those things to create some cool looking bases. And I hope I am. you know, I got a big variety of different stuff, and it's like I want to get their whole line, but goddamn, it's expensive. I'm really looking forward to like the candles because I want to get really into like the glowing effects for these miniatures, and get better at that. Um, I want to be able to like paint these candles in like a greenish fire almost, and put it around the base and have it glowing up against the minis legs and whatnot. But that's still something that I'm working towards and trying to get better at. So it's definitely a work in progress. Oh shit. All right, I think that's done for now. Um, I need to do the Agrit's Earthshade. I'm gonna shake the shit out of this stuff too. Um, I also bought a bunch of like different skulls. So like on this one, I don't know if you can see that. Like I have some alien skulls, human skulls, and whatnot. I'm gonna paint those too at some point, but I'm waiting for all the grass to come in so I can add it to it before I go ahead and paint it. Because I just don't like how these models look with nothing on the base. So I'm hoping to, once that comes in, I can start doing that and get it looking tabletop ready. All right. No, cat. Get out. Thank you. Alright. About time for me to start applying the earth shade on here.
What the flip is that? What the flip is that? Ew! It's a beast! Get away from me! Ew!
Get this fucking guy looking all grimy and gross. And then I'm going to go back over and get all the stuff that I messed up on with the green and pull out any of the extra. Ooh. Yeah, any of the extra color that I missed.
Oh, I can get up here. Oh flip, oh flip, oh flip. What the flip? No, 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 no. Run! I know this is your island! I'm sorry! I'm sorry!
Alright.
I'm sorry!
Now we just need to let this dry and sit. I think you were talking about that. Isn't that the wood elves that you were talking about last time, or was that the other guy that was talking about? Um, Let me look at that. Sylaenth. Oh, oh, it's a tree. Oh yeah, you were talking about that. Yeah, I think that moss would look really well on that. Hey, that box looks nice. Those wood elves look great. The 18. I'm assuming that's what it. You can really customize the hell out of these. Oh, really? That's funny. Um, I'm not necessarily trying to get my girlfriend into warhammering as well. Um, but I mean, if we're both into it, then I can kind of justify my spending. So, but she's into Lego. Her big thing is Lego. So thankfully we both have our own hobbies and we can kind of counteract one another if we want to just go and spend money. So um, it works out in the end. I'm gonna let these dry. Um, I need to. Which ones I'm gonna do? Pink. Yeah, right. Uh, and that was the problem too with me and my girlfriend. I was never into Lego before I met her, and the moment I met her, I'm like, ooh, this is actually pretty interesting. So 1 year later, her entire fucking house now is filled with freaking Legos that we didn't intend on getting, um, because of that. And she always complains and says, "Oh, yes, Sander." But she always complains and says, I wouldn't have bad habits with getting Lego if you didn't constantly send me all the new stuff that are coming out. Ooh, watch out. Ooh, there you go. You only have 10 minutes. Yep, and then you got to read your book. All right, pink. Oh nope, that's contrast. These are all technical. Yep, Lego to Warhammer, and um, then you end up with. I mean, hell, I even have a. We have a pile of shame when it comes to Lego. There's my Lego stand near me is filled with our Christmas gifts from the people, our family and whatnot, of Legos that we haven't done. Well, yeah, you're gonna burn out the motor. Don't do that, please. All right, is this dry now? Not quite, but I can probably start on the Nurgle's rot and all of these pustules and whatnot. Mm, yeah, let's do the pink first. Fuck it. I want done some of the floral Legos. Um, like their new line that came out, the Chinese New Year ones, like the chrysanthemum, the plum blossoms and whatnot. Those are the ones that I want to get right now, and build. But since I've gotten into this, it's like I can't really spend that much money on two hobbies that are expensive. I'll just leave that for her. Um, she could focus on her Lego. I'll focus on my Warhammer, and we'll both be happy. And then if we want to costs every once in a while, then that's okay too. But I'm just getting all these horn protrusions. This guy really doesn't have much. I need to focus more on the um, yeah, his teeth. Quite a lot of detail. I'm trying to. The last time I did a guy with the jaws on his chest, I kind of misplaced the color scheme a little bit and put like the pink closer to like the end of the mouth, which doesn't really make much sense when you consider it's a gigantic ass mouth in a guy's chest. So you would.
I'm moving my hand.
Yes, Standard. Don't. You're gonna end up burning. Oh wait.
Here.
You have 6 minutes.
6?
Yep.
God, look at that. Yeah.
Mhm.
You need your paint shaken?
No. I mean, if you want to shake one, you can. Here, I'll give you one that needs to be shaken, shooken up. You see the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Then you hold your hand over it. Well, here, back up. Is it actually working?
Kinda.
Well, here, go over there and do it. It's really loud.
I use the other one.
Which one? The other handle that they have on there? Okay. Yeah. It. Uh, I really can't get into it. Um, I would like to explain it, but not while he's awake, sadly. But I wanted to. It's actually funny too because our family has kind of stuck with the A names. So him, Ander, me, Anthony, my mom, my sisters, all my grandmother, all A's, and then my sister comes along, has her daughter, and changes it to an M. And I'm like, come on, you can't do that to us. We've had like nine. Well, no, grandmother, mom, me, two sisters, so five. Um, and then yeah, so six. So yeah, six with all A names, and then she chooses an M.
See, it's shaking. It's shaking.
Is it? Well, here, I'll get you a new one.
It's not fully done yet.
Here, this one definitely needs. Look at this. Here, we'll switch out. All right, enter. It's loud. So that's fine. I understand. I've seen a lot of unique names as a teacher, but never heard. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever met another kid with that name, so far at least. But I live in a small town, so there's really not that many kids here, um, compared to like where my girlfriend lives. It's quite different. The people that are watching,
The one person?
eight actually. Yeah. Okay, it's time for your book.
Hold on, hold your hand.
Here, I'm gonna pause this real quick. Let me grab it real quick. Where's it at? It's down here. All right. So we're on chapter. You're on chapter 7. Here, don't do that, please.
Here, please.
All right. So you need to read chapter 7, 8.
Watch this.
Holy.
You remember this? You remember this?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Chapter 7, 8, and 9. You just stop right here on chapter 10, and then I'll quiz you afterwards.
Come on, try now.
Here, Ender, take it. Thank you. Where were we at? Oh yeah, I'm getting close to being done. There's not much I really need to do left. Besides, I think this part's going to take the longest just because I have to get all of the um, pustules and these worm things.
Like that. Tyler.
Okay.
What page?
It's on chapter 7. Yep, chapter 7. I forgot to get that tongue. We're going to have to go back. This might take a while because there's a lot of little boils and whatever the hell else this is. I can't tell if these are worms or maggots. I think they're maggots. We'll leave the mouth for a minute, and then after he's done, I'm going to mute my mic for a minute. I gotta do his homework with him.
Wait, I
Um,
got homework.
the book, I mean. Um, so just give me a few minutes to do that. Eh, That's the, at least, yeah, I'm gonna head off, but you have an awesome night. Yeah, I'll catch you later, dude. Just stop by next time I catch you, and we'll talk more. But you have a good night as well. Hopefully, you're able to get your guy painted or with the moss added to it. All right. So that's that. I can barely see any of this stuff in here. It's a lot more worms. Trying to get the interior of this guy's mouth looking grody. I don't know how well I'm succeeding though. I almost have to fill this guy's mouth up with pus and whatnot. Covering around the teeth area with this Nurgle's rot. It gives it that extra effect I've noticed, especially after it dries. It really brings out the green of it. It's just the fine details you really gotta work on. And this stuff is like very thick, so you don't really need to add much to it.
Um, that was
Give me a second, guys.
oh they saw them outside with the dragon
Mm-hmm. Good job. All right, that's it.
Ah, that's a
All right, guys, I'm back. Um, Intermission break. Um, I'm getting close to being done. I'm just finishing with all of this. Nurgle's rot. I got to get the back of his armor. Um, the dripping. This is like this whole thing. It's like his jetpacks. Um, I don't even know. It's like his whole freaking back has become a part of him. So I gotta, or it's like it's sat for 100 years and it's just turned into mush. That's the best way I can describe whatever the hell this is. Same thing with his weapon. His weapon's just kind of corroded and turned into just mush. Stop, Ender. No.
Then he's gonna.
Do it over there. Alright. So the good thing with this, like I said, it's just kind of you can kind of throw any of these like gooey colors on here and call it good. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to look real that well. Just as long as it's like reminiscent towards drooping and whatnot. All right, I think that's pretty good with Nurgled Green. What's next? I need to do this skull. Actually, no. Let's do the Tesseract Glow. I want to add some glowing effects to this miniature. So we're going to use a different brush this time. I'm going to turn the skeleton's eyes into glowing orbs. So he'll fill it up. Same thing with his mouth. Alright, let's see. What else? Ooh, let's do his faceplate and, or his, yeah, his faceplate. And then this mouth guard. Adding this like glow effect to his mouth grill. I fucking love this Tesseract glow shit. It looks fabulous. I love especially when it dries. I can't take the best pictures, so I can't get that like glow effect to show up in photos. Ah, do the interior of this as well. Um, there's really not many areas where I can say that, well, maybe like in these, the jetpacks, whatnot. Oh yeah, these skulls right here. What am I talking about? I just need to get their eyes filled. And then I might be able to add a little bit to the mouth, but not much. I need to focus. I can't really see in here that well. All right. I can add a little bit more to these grills to like really fill them in. Same thing with this. Mm. All right. That looks fucking awesome. I love it. I'm gonna make this barrel like glow, almost like it's charging energy. All right. I think that's good for the Tesseract bow. Now, for the last part, um, blood for the blood god. One of my favorite colors. I love the bloody effect that you can add to these miniatures, and you really don't need to water it down at all. So, get around the gums, so it's like he has bleeding gums. I'm just getting around the edge of the mouth right now with the blood for the blood god because, like I said, it creates that really bloody effect. Trying to get. It's so hard because it's really, really small. Alright, same thing with this head up here. So kind of just dabbing on the blood for the blood god and these cracks where like these bony protrusions are, just to get that effect of like the wound still bleeding um, as the bone sticks out through his armor, or like a wound that never heals properly. And it's just in this perpetual state of um, like increasing size and bleeding. I don't know. Same thing with that. I can also go into like these little wound areas. All right. Just adding let's see. Is there anything else I need to do with this guy? I don't think so. I mean, yeah, I guess. Let me do the highlighting, and then will be donezo's. Get the highlights of this weapon and whatnot. Oops. Hmm. This is the hard part for me. Trying to do the highlighting for this guy. Huh.
What happens if this happens here?
That won't be good. Mm, just get all these damn highlights out of the way. Alright, trying to get all these highlights on this weapon, but it's quite difficult. I guess this is the part where it's like, it really takes up all the time in the world. Damn it. I didn't mean to get that big of a highlight. Alright. Damn fucking paint drying out on me. Ugh. Alright. I'm gonna mix a little bit of this. Alright, we're gonna get all the armor. Trying to add some like highlights to the copper as well. I mixed a little bit of the wraith bone with the copper, and I'm trying to get. Alright, this is actually coming out really nice. I love this mixture with the wraith bone and the different coppers that I have. It's not too dark. Well, I can't see this at all. Ah, alright. Alright. Ah, my fucking finger keeps cramping up. Alright, that's pretty good. I think that is good for now, guys. I really can't think of anything else to do with this character. or this guy. Um, Now I just need to find a way to show you. So give me a minute while I put all this stuff away. Oops. Alright, that's two. I've saved all of these like little things for my brush. Um, Alright, put the rest of these away. Alright, so we need to get a piece of paper or something behind. Um, Damn it. It's going to be very difficult for you to see this. I don't know how well any of you can see this. It's probably not the greatest detail in the world. My fucking camera won't zoom in, so it's not working that well. But I'm gonna get off here. Um, I'm going to end this video here. This was the final, or my final, um, Death Guard painted, completed. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a nice night.